with me, it would be green coffee. And in that case, it's technically, you know, a seed, right? So it would be subject to agricultural rules. Oh no. That sounds like me eating an apple. Hi to Joy. Good to see you. Happy Monday. That sounds like me trying to eat an apple on an airplane. Yeah, I imagine that not only is it a rule for agricultural purposes, but it's probably a rule for the movers because of pests. I'm just trying to mix the bottom to the top here. The semolina Durham wheat flour is all on the bottom. I'm going to give this a very thorough mix to distribute all of the flours that I've mixed together in here. Take the meat out of a tiny mandarin orange and fill them with tea? Interesting. Yeah, that's like, they forgot what the rules are. What could ever go wrong with that? Oh yeah, true. Or, you know, they could legalize it for you and let you manage your pain in a different way. Not where you are, though, Mr. Dreadful, unfortunately. I should probably do, like, an exclamation mark move thing now that the date is actually set. Now, the date could move, though, so I'll still do it, just so that people have a place to look for info. Alright, time to crack all the eggs. Open the cupboard with no handle. I do want to weigh the eggs. It should be about 250 grams. They were bringing whole multi-course meals with them in flight. I mean, they know what's important. Oh no. I didn't turn the scale on. What? You legalized it by ballot like 7 years ago? Oh. I'm sorry about your democracy, Mr. Dreadful. That's why we also don't have fast public transit. Brings us to the country. CBSA says no. Mm-hmm. I mean, public transit in the US. There's New York. The L is pretty good in Chicago. That's like 2 places. This is me trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay. I'm just going to mix those up a little bit before I get them in here. Is Metro on fire? Yeah, exactly. Just get my well here. The one episode where they're pulling out pork floss and whole raw vegetables out of people's luggage. Pork floss is fine, it's dried. It's just like jerky. I mean, it's not that much better here in Toronto either. Also, I was about to say, in Toronto, the TTC, our public transit system, has experienced a huge jump in violence on board since 2019. I think violence has increased like 61% or something ridiculous. A huge amount of increase in violence since 2019. And while my partner and I were out picking up the paint and going to the Canadian Tire to buy the steamer, there was literally a bus pulled over and out of service because there was somebody shouting in agonized pain on the bus, which I don't necessarily know that that's because of violence, but if it wasn't, I would be surprised. What is that? What is that emote? Is it like a... It's like a plate of tomato sauce or something? That's just a Wednesday on the MDA. I mean, it's just a Sunday on the TTC now. Oregon Metro is a serial killer? Oh god. There was supposed to be light rail between Tampa and Orlando. Okay. Yeah, so it never happened. Okay, so let's get this in. It just looks like one big egg now. So I'm just going to like gently sort of like scrape off the sides of the flour and like mix it in a little bit at a time. Even just like mixing it like this will draw some of the flour into it. So just slowly and carefully, a little bit at a time, incorporate the flour into the egg. I'm not doing a very good job, but whatever. It'll work out in the end. Yeah. We were walking by and I was trying not to look because I don't want to see something that sounded like that. I was trying to not be traumatized. My partner was looking and I was like, I'm good. I need to sleep tonight. Whatever the sound, whatever the reason for that sound is, I don't want to know. And it was immediately outside of the paint place. Like you could probably have seen inside the bus from inside the paint place. But there was just to clarify, there was an ambulance there. There were like paramedics on scene taking care of the person. So anyway, I don't really want to take the TTC these days. If I do take it, I try to take it like daytime only. I'll have to go tomorrow. I have a dental appointment downtown. But it's in the midday. But otherwise, I'm generally trying to avoid it as much as possible. It used to be good. I rode the TTC when I was a kid, like age 10. Going to school by myself. I wouldn't do that now. Yeah, how about them Chase? There's a lot of emergency calls made. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Alright, a little bit more flour. Let's go. Let's get this going. My arm's starting to hurt. So my arm already hurts from cleaning yesterday, plus working out. I actually had to take a painkiller because my my joints were hurting in my hand from scrubbing. Oh gosh. I had to clean the most dirty part. What do you think is the most dirty part of your kitchen? Because I'll tell you what mine was. The top of this microwave where the vent lets out some air from the stove, it was absolutely caked with dust and greased. It was awful. Hi, Roloro. It was up here, this, like, right up here on top. It was so bad. Wiping it looked like I was changing a diaper. It was awful. Hi, MTL. But the steamer saved me. So don't be like me. Clean it. Clean it more often. Hi, Miss Violence. Good to see you. Okay, this is going well. It's getting, like, the egg mixture is getting thicker. We're getting there. Until recently it was a dishwasher. I did clean up all the flavors, yes. Alright. So I can't... At this point, it's getting a little bit difficult to use the fork. So I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to switch to the bench scraper. Because it's still very sticky, it's going to stick to... Yeah, I'm making fettuccine from scratch, yeah. You know, just a casual fettuccine from scratch. I've not made fettuccine before, but I've made pasta before many times from scratch. So now I'm just like pressing the dry onto the wet. Oh yeah, I'm usually pretty good at cleaning the inside, like the dishwasher trap. Because what happens is, if my dishwasher is not cleaned, it makes a very distinct, musty smell. It gives off like a weird odor. And I really don't like the way that it smells. And it makes all the dishes smell like that too. So when I smell the smell, TM, that's when I know I need to clean the dishwasher trap. Alright, this has almost captured all of the dry parts, so I should be good now to knead this by hand. And I want it to come together in a nice smooth ball experience. And then I'll let it rest while I prep the other ingredients. Alright, I'm just trying to scrape all of the stuff onto my bowl. There we go. The dishes came out dirtier. Oh no. So just trying to press it together. And grab all of the dry chunks. MMO slimes? Yeah, true. Fresh nudes is best nudes, yeah. I think it's just fun. Like, it's just fun to... It feels like playing with Play-Doh, you know? It's a little bit messy, but... That's the... Getting messy is part of the fun, in my opinion. Alright, let me just... I'm gonna kind of flatten it into whatever shape it'll get to. And all of these dry pieces, I'm going to pour them on top. And to incorporate all of these dry pieces, I'm going to fold this massive dough on top of it. I could probably put... Oh, there's like a little drip of egg that was left over. I'll just hydrate it with that. So just fold over. I could probably do this with the mixer, but at this point, I'm not sure I want to. It's kind of too late. So I also want to incorporate all of these crumbs. So I'm going to scrape all of them into a pile. And just knead this until they get all incorporated. Alright. I'm getting 2 workouts 2 days in a row when I was supposed to be taking time off. Time off from working out. Yeah. And yesterday I was supposed to have a day off from working out, but because of the cleaning, boy. The cleaning was a lot of work. So I don't need this to be like perfectly homogeneous. Like there's gonna be some streaks, like see the little parts that are a little bit too pale, like they're not quite hydrated. I'm not gonna worry about that. Don't skip Harm Day. Hi, Savory Sailor. Good to see you. Happy Monday. I'm not going to try to get it completely smooth ahead of time. Why? Because I'm gonna end up kneading it with the roller. Like rolling it out and folding it over is going to knead it a lot anyway. So I'm just trying to get it into a cohesive ball. Which it's basically there now. So let me just roll it into sort of like a smooth rectangle? No, it's like a log. I'm just trying to get rid of all of the cracks. Can we talk about Tom Cruise? What about him? Meow, 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 meow. Thank you, Linjay. Thank you so much. Thank you for continuing your sub from Party Healer. Why did the loaf of bread break up with the baguette? I don't know. They felt they were not slicing in the same direction anymore. I feel like I'm getting a whoosh from that. The dreamy man slice that he is? I don't think Tom Cruise is much of a dreamy man slice, to be quite honest. But that's just me. Alright. It's getting to be a little bit smoother. Isn't TC like 60? I mean, people are older and can think that he's still cute, you know. Or younger people might think that older people are still cute. Not me, though. I think Tom Cruise kind of has like a little bit of a rat face. He's kind of like this. It's like... he looks like... Do you remember... Okay, this is very specific. But there's a scene in The Simpsons... There's a scene in The Simpsons when Homer imagines Bart to look like a rat. And he's like chewing on the drywall. That's what I think Tom Cruise looks like. I don't know, I don't think he's cute, that's all. That's just my opinion. I also don't think his acting is very good. I don't think he's a very good actor. But that's just my opinion. You remember the rat face boy? The drywall? Yeah, it's very specific. Yeah, he does his own stunts, and I respect that. But otherwise, I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, who can forget Dear Rat Boy? And he's like, quit chewing on the drywall. Okay, so I'm gonna be rolling this out with this guy. So I don't want it to be too round. It won't fit. So I'm gonna just roll it into a log. Yeah, fold it, twist it, bop it. Oh, thanks for the hydration, Larchong. He does kind of have a ratty grin. I don't even necessarily think that's bad. It's just not my taste. Like, some people might think that having a ratty smile is cute. Not me, though. No worries. Okay, this is actually getting pretty smooth, which is good. I'm happy with that. So, I got my new plastic wrap. Cover it up. You thought it was very dry. Hi, hello, Rocky Mount. For a second, I thought you said hello from Costco just because I was reading out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, oh, you're at Costco? I love that. Oh, it's okay. Still time to slap. You ready? Don't worry. So here it is. Hi, QLex. Happy Monday. Hello, Rocky Mount. Hello, QLex. Oh, I'm not going to put this in the fridge. I'm just going to let it rest. If I put it in the fridge, it'll get too firm. It'll firm up, and I don't want that. I don't want that. So, I still need the plastic. I'm just gonna tidy up my eggs. My eggshells, I mean. I feel weird cooking in such a clean kitchen. I feel like I don't want to ruin it. You know what I mean? A very bad brioche, yeah. It's just like a lump. No leavening. Must be nice cooking with the fridge. It is quite nice cooking with the fridge.